clothes?
Look like it might be a mess. You got a girl showing jacket in the hand.
You know me, I got people everywhere and I'm don't need no more luggage. Right now is the time. Can't get to the new without the old and the old without the new. For all genres, sets of generations to come together because they all can bring something to a table to go forward. I don't believe in going backwards to go forward. I believe you just go forward. New is new. It's not old. It's new. So you know what I mean? And to take that step,
yeah, looking at Showtime.
Nothing. You can't
This
look
one,
at.
you probably some more.
You can't. You can't go new.
You say you call you Showtime?
Yeah.
What's your story, Showtime?
Okay, I detail cars. It started a long time ago because I had to figure out a new way to survive. And it's basically like this: if you're not accepted in life, you gotta earn the respect. The respect, then comes the acceptance. But you can't sit there and weigh it in the scales. You can't expect it in your time. So
Right.
I always want to put on a show every day that he blesses me up.
Woo-hoo.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that my show is good.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that I'm, whether it be digging the dumpsters or talking to customers, you know what I'm saying? Which I really adamantly try not to do because they always like to swarm me. They like to swarm me and kick me off property. And it's like, I don't understand how a person's supposed to, I don't understand how a person's supposed to survive when they can't get a drink. They have to pay for the ice or the water, and it's summertime, and we can't sit nowhere and panhandle. So how are we supposed to do it? Like,
because if we won't contort to a guided and structured way of living, then they don't want you to. Nobody wants somebody that don't want to follow their rules and directions. But if you're supposed to be free and free of liberty, that means free from all things. That's what liberty means, freedom. And I'd rather have shackles on my hand and my feet than to have shackles on my brain or anywhere else. That's like people say, I don't know why I did it, but you did it. I truly believe they didn't do it. I believe that they're paying the price for something that they didn't do. And that's truth. And a lot of this stuff, they don't tell you the intricacies on. You just get some free. Oh, it's a phone. But the in-depths that come with it, if people really know the totality, you wouldn't want it. But if we're not detached, we just living free. And guess what? Those are his children.
How are you at Showtime?
I'm 40 this year.
You 40? Man, you look young, man. You look like you about 25.
Hey, bless us with the youth, huh?
Yeah, you look about 25.
I ain't gonna lie
man.
to you. We get the best of the best. Best soaps, best everything. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
What led you out here to the streets,
I
man?
ain't gonna lie to you.
I chose to be because I was paying, and the girls that I was with, they was just fully taking advantage of it. It's like, I want this, I want that, I want this, like kids. Because I couldn't satisfy them, whether it be pleasurably or whether it be mentally. I couldn't satisfy both levels. You know what I'm saying? They always found a way to be negative towards me, and it frustrated me, especially early in the morning, a cup of coffee type shit. You're waking up. I don't want to wake up to you fucking, I want to wake up to a kiss. How you doing, baby? I love you.
Stars
Type
every
shit.
night.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, I've been saying that I'm jumping stupid out here. I'm doing stupid shit out here. And at the end of the day, I don't even believe in Cupid no more. And it's crazy coming a Sagittarian. And that's what we're about. The fucking dude.
Well, love been sticking you in your heart ever since you tried to look.
Because you know why? It's impossible to get somebody to love you and make you happy the way you want to. You got to do that first.
Right.
That's bull crap.
But man and woman are supposed to be together though.
Yes, but if you love you and you doing that naturally, and they are too naturally, then you can truly come together like that. If not, it's gonna always be strife. Somebody bringing more of this. You're trying to weigh up and divvy up. But if you already making yourself happy and you love them and what you do truly, and that person is too, and you happy for each other, that's the empire. That's something that's gonna come together and that's unbreakable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So Showtime, how long you been out here, man, like this?
I've been out 16 years.
And I've been knowing him about the time he's
16 years?
16
You originally
years.
from Tampa?
I was born in the Springs.
In the Springs?
Yep. I started to be on BP.
Yeah.
There you go. That's you all day.
How things done changed out here in the 16 years, man?
Well,
They try to
it
make
went
it
real
boring.
good. And it's real stupid. But I remember at one point I was in the Maserati doing out calls. I was tricking 4 girls on Backpage. You know what I'm saying? Because the first one, she just wanted it. And I was the one that said she loved me. So after she fell, I was like, you know what? Might as well just line all the dominoes up.
Love. We actually have the true sign or definition of love. And they get kicked to the curb all the time because everybody wants to make society way of love. And they go by each other day to day, have Thanksgiving, and run out the door.
I got a Dominican.
We around each
I got
other
a
every
Jamaican-
day.
I have a Jamaican Dominican first baby black mama, right? She said it the best to me. Tori's doing all this for you. I feel like I'm not good enough. And I met Marche first. She introduced me to Tori because my house burnt up. So when my house burnt up, she introduced me to Tori because Tori was coming out of foster care, turning 18 at the time, and was getting an IOP check in Tampa. It's called an IOP. It's independent living check. I went to Dorothy Thomas Exceptional Center, which was also a foster kids place. Marche was there too. So it was one time that me and Marche went back on my old school campus, dome me up at the damn trailers. Man. And then she introduced me to Tori. She introduced me to Tori at the Bank of America. You know what I'm saying? The Bank of America right down Mabry and Fletcher.
I see some people come out here now that's not even homeless. They try to dress up and look homeless and come out here to fit in because they trying to live free. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And the lady told the man over here, you're harboring homeless people at your house.
You see a lot of young kids out here?
Allowed to have
they're getting younger and younger by the fucking
Why
minute.
they consider homeless like there's some type of freaking, I don't know, like you're harboring homeless people at your house. You mean I got company at my house? You mean I got a couple people at my house that's company? That's my house. I pay the bills there. I'm not allowed to have company there. What is it about us that calls so much attention that you don't like, but yet?
But if y'all ain't bothering with nobody, you know?
Exactly. Because you know what I found out? Everybody gotta have a fall guy.
They need to call 911 what's your emergency. Yeah, we got this guy up here cleaning trash. We don't want him here.
It's calling somebody to blame.
If I was the police, I'd hang up. At first I would say that's your business and that's your problem and hang up on him. Because you decided to come to our country and get a visa and buy a business. How are you gonna expect us to act a certain way for you?
But we can't get that. Where's that?
And you only even got lotto or food stamps. You ain't giving back to the community
they gave them
at all.
their dreams. Well, we can't open a restaurant.
If you got food stamps and lotto, you're giving back to the community.
Right.
Mobile's not. They don't give back to the community at all.
Man, how was you growing up in the Springs?
It was crazy in the beginning because I didn't know shit. When I first was in the duplex behind the BP and I was hearing my mom getting aired out, I went and kicked the door in just to see if she was okay. And I ended up getting my ass beat by her because we ended up getting kicked out that morning and we didn't have a place to stay no more. And I didn't know what was going on till this day now in my life. I knew she was tricking for the money.
Right.
You know, she was 16 when she had me.
That's why
and she was always telling me how she wasn't ready to have the baby. Even grandma told me.
I my mom, boy.
And grandma told her to get an abortion or get an adoption or, you know what I'm saying, do something. Mama said, no, I'm gonna keep it. And she did that in a spiteful way, just to get back at her and show her, oh yeah, I can do it. Now she did good. I mean, shit. You know, when I got into the high school, we was living in Lutz, Lake Carlton Arms. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know where Carlton Arms. Yeah.
Then we went from there to Bruce B. Downs. That's when I played for Wharton.
I went to Warren High School. I was athletic trainer there.
Yeah,
the only female
I was there in 2001. When
football team? Football team or baseball?
Coach Cunningham.
I played football.
Coach Cunningham.
Deputy Eastman was offensive coordinator, and Batman Woods was defensive coordinator.
Yeah. My mom, she came from DR, and she didn't have any papers. And
I
still
never
to
got
this
off the
day,
bench because I had a heart murmur.
that lady still.
How you go from out there and loose in that area to come way back over here, man? I mean, what gravitated you back here?
Because when my mama kicked me out, when my grandma
That's
died.
a simple answer,
My mama kicked me out, my grandma died, and here's the rim. Here's the sprinkle, and this is the sprinkle that can go against me or with me on this video right here. I had to register the rest of my life because I went to Memphis afterwards to live with my other aunt. And she woke me up with a nice blowjob. 19 is the first time I had pleasure like that in my life. You think I'm gonna say no to it? It happened for 6 months straight. One day my uncle came home and saw it and caught it. Next thing I know, I'm being arrested. I went to Memphis. I was around vice lords and GDs killing each other. And I was learning how to be a man from the little adolescent child mental that I was.
Right.
And now
From
it's
another
stamped in me.
child.
Now it's stamped in me, in my heart, because the elite was telling me, like, your mental's very good. My grandfather was a rocket engineer. He did jet engines in the American War during Hitler.
Was a long shot.
You know what I'm saying?
But you said you grew up around the GDs in Memphis.
I didn't grow up with them, but I was at
most of my family
the
was
peak of my life right there, 19 years old. Yeah, I was there.
Right.
And I'm seeing all this shit, and it's like, it's registering, but not too much at the time, because I don't know what I was registering. Until 2-3 years went by, which is what I did. I did 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Then what made you come back down this way?
Because I took the first offer they gave me. I didn't go to trial, which I should have. My uncle told me to go to trial. He was sending me $100 a week in canteen. You know
But what they charge you with?
They charged me with attempted sex battery.
They do that
How?
with everybody. My brother has that same charge.
didn't read none of
My
the
brother's
fucking
doing a
paperwork. I
life
just
sentence
took
for
the
that
offer
same
and left.
shit.
So she was older than you, right?
Yeah, she was 38. I was
Nobody
fucking-
there. They do that when people are defenseless.
And you was 19.
When they
And they
defenseless.
charged you with a crime?
My cousin, the only thing
Try to
that I
make it
know
like
was
probably he
this.
was
My
easy.
cousin was asleep on my chest when he came home, and that really pissed him the fuck off.
But she was older than you, right?
My cousin was 11,
Okay.
so I don't know
What was said.
what
He
was
probably,
said
like, you know what I'm
about
saying?
from
They take
him to the
advantage
police.
of
Because
people
I
like that.
woke up, I fell back to sleep. When he came home, was all pissed off. I fell back to sleep when I woke up. Hey, sir, hey, you get up and come with us real quick. Went outside to the pool
That's
area.
like my
sat
brother.
in the
My
house,
brother ended up
fucking
with that
full
same
blown
kind of charge.
conversation shit.
He have to get, well, he got an elbow. He's got a life sentence. Can never get out for some shit that he didn't do, but, you know, staying loyal to the streets. And my family back home in Okeechobee, on our property, we was rolling in money, my family was, and we weren't allowed to put, kids can come on our property to play with us. You know what I mean? So it was just us, cash money camp girls, cash money camp boys. And my brother ended up in that lifestyle, like he said, like majority of our people was folks or GDs, and that lifestyle, you getting trained by mentalities of really, I feel like boys too. You know what I'm saying?
They run down us, they're gonna try to use me as the outgate, saying I've been trespassed here, which I've been
You
trespassed in
gotta
80
always
different
be
spots here.
concerned and how you pivot. But me, God got me.
What kind of
super
advice you
fine.
got for another young cat, man, that was 19 years old coming out here in the
Be
streets?
careful in the choices you make, because you never know, it could be your last, or at the same time it could be something that might teach you something.
That's right.
But you might miss it then, and you might remember it later,
Fatalities.
where it's too late to know now where you should have known it then.
Fatalities.
You know what I'm
Stay
saying?
away
You
from it
can't
all
know
costs.
the future. You can't know what's in it.
That's why it's the future.
Nor at the same time is a promise to you.
You won't know what until
Just
you end.
understand that you're going to be blessed as long as you can do the simple things in life,
Woo.
and that is he's
Appreciate
there.
the simple
He's
shit you
there.
already got. We already
The
got
man's
everything
up
we
there.
need. You don't even gotta pay for it.
He's gonna
Utilize
give you
them
what you
things
want.
and stop draining stuff, the source for that you gotta pay for. That ain't even real anyway.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all time, man.
Thank you.
Y'all need any more clothes out of there?